and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be sharing a bunch of my favorite Christmas traditions and things that I just love about the holiday season and ways that maybe you could celebrate Christmas this year, or traditions that you could add to your own family's list of things that you love to do in the lovely month of December. One of my favorite things to do around this time of year is to find a living nativity or a Bethlehem village to visit. I don't know if there's going to be one of those here where I live now, but it's definitely always been a favorite of mine. My family has also members of my family have also participated in living nativities and Bethlehem villages, and if you don't know what those are, they're basically just like living displays of people that are acting and walking around in costume portraying the nativity. Sometimes little kids put them on like pageant style. I've also been to drive-through living nativities where you stay in your car and you kind of drive around, and they've got different like sets that you drive past that represent different parts of the story. So those are really, really fun, and I just love going to those and taking pictures, and I would love to find one maybe in this area and participate, but I'm not sure. Where I live now, it's a little bit colder, possibly a little bit too cold for an outdoor event like that, but I've also been to living nativities and Bethlehem villages that happen indoors, and they're always really fun. They're great for kids too. Sometimes they have like little things that they pass out, or like not souvenirs, but I guess just things you can take home, mementos to remember them by, and I always loved them as a kid, and I still love them as an adult. The next thing on this list is caroling, or if you're like me and my family, car caroling. Now, if you've never heard of car caroling, you've probably most definitely done it, and car caroling started out because my mom was driving me and a bunch of my cousins around when we were little, and we were just having a blast and singing along to the songs that were on the Christmas radio station, and we just kind of like rolled down the windows and sang Christmas carols at the top of our lungs as we drove around, and it was just such a fun memory. Listening to Christmas music in general is a fun memory and a fun tradition, but I definitely love caroling and car caroling as well. That's a very niche memory for me, but it's definitely one where then like years down the road we would still be like, it's Christmas Eve, let's all get in the car and drive around while singing Christmas carols with the windows rolled down. Super, super fun. I love all of that kind of stuff, but also traditional caroling can also be fun. I love just going car caroling and also driving around to look at Christmas lights. Sometimes you can combine the two, but something else that my family has always loved to do in the past is find neighborhoods that really just go all out for Christmas and drive through like Starbucks and get peppermint mochas and Christmassy drinks and Christmassy treats, and then drive around in the car looking for Christmas lights and looking for just light displays and things like that while eating or drinking our cozy festive treats and listening to music and pointing out our favorite displays. And I always like to look for ones that have like favorite characters on them. So some of my favorite ones that I've seen are like Charlie Brown Christmas light displays, or especially I love to look for nativity light displays. I just love nativity scenes in general. I love those kinds of things, and I have quite a few in my home as well, so that's super fun. Like I said before, concerts and pageants are another one of my favorite ways, or a great way to celebrate the holiday season. When I was in high school, I was in our high school chamber choir, and we always did a big Christmas concert, and we also would sometimes carol at the state capitol as a choir, and those were very, very fun memories as well. But I just love going to an old-fashioned Christmas music concert or church pageant. You could ask or look into if your church has a pageant or a Christmas play or Christmas production of any kind, to go and definitely check those out, because they're just fun, and you never know, especially if it's like kids putting it on, you never know what kids are gonna do, and sometimes it can just be like the funniest memory or the most fun memory. Next up on the list is ice skating and snow fun. When I lived in like northern central-ish California, we always had to drive to the snow in the wintertime, and we would drive up to the Sierra Nevadas and just spend a day playing in the snow. So if you don't live in snow and snow is like still a fun idea for you, go and find some snow, play in it, or going ice skating. I didn't like ice skating when I was very little, but then I went ice skating when I was a teenager, and I actually had a lot of fun ice skating with my friends and finding an ice skating rink And that's definitely something on my bucket list to do this year, because my husband and I have actually never been ice skating together. I have ice skated myself, and he's never ice skated, but he's very sporty and athletic, and he's just got like speed and that kind of form to be able to do things. So I think he'd be really good at it, and I would love to go ice skating again this year. And the last two things on my list are just very standard Christmas activities. I feel like baking Christmas cookies. Me and my friends did this actually this past July. We had like a Christmas in July get together and we made Christmas cookies. And let me tell you, we all thought, oh, this will be good. We'll kind of get like our Christmas out of us in July so that we can hold off a little longer till Christmas. No, if anything, this just made me more excited for Christmas to get here faster. But baking Christmas cookies, baking gingerbread, making gingerbread houses. Another one of my favorite traditions is to bake a birthday cake for Jesus. This is something we do in my family every year. It started out when I was really little. My mom would buy me a box of cake mix and let me bake and decorate the cake all by myself. And then as I got older and I actually started to enjoy baking and cooking, now I kind of tend to make slightly more elaborate cakes that we all then eat on Christmas Eve together as a family. But really it's just something that I enjoy. I enjoyed as a kid, but I enjoy as an adult as well, because in the time when I'm making the cake, I just get to sit there and as I'm decorating it, really think about the Christmas story. And decorating, like I feel like crafting and other kinds of things, is one of those things that I can just kind of not turn my brain off because I have to focus on what I'm doing, but especially if there's like details, it's something repetitive where your mind just kind of like checks out a little bit. And I use that time to really reflect on Christmas and think about the Christmas story and think about Jesus and how it's his birthday and how exciting that is and how wonderful that is and what a wonderful time of year it is. So those are some of my favorite ways to celebrate Christmas. Do you share any of these traditions? What are your family's traditions? I would actually love to know, because I love just sharing ideas with people. And what do you do for Christmas? What gets you in the spirit? Once again, thank you so much for watching this video. My name is Jenna Van Mourik. I'm a writer and an author and a reader of Christian fiction and Christian historical fiction. You can learn more about me in the description box below. It has a wealth of information down there, so I highly encourage you to check it out. Thank you again so much for watching and being here this holiday season on my channel. Be sure to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!